everybody, I'm Tori. This is my first tutorial and I'm going to show you how to do 5 different awesome wedgie transitions. The first is an ISO Pop Wedgie. The next is a knee pinch wedgie. The next is a downward flip wedgie, is I guess what I'm calling it. Wait, that wasn't it. Sorry. There we go. And the next would be a side Vortex Mihawk wedgie. It's just a fun combo move. So, and the last is a flat, plain, step through wedgie, which is kind of like that. Wow, okay. So the ISO Pop Wedgie, you're going to want to know how to do an ISO pop, and I recommend looking that up if you don't know how. And it's actually really easy. You pop the hoop out, and when you feel that pop happening, you want to use your right leg to step into the hoop. And I'm using my right arm, by the way. So it looks a little awkward, but I lift my leg up and kind of stick my foot through. So at this angle, it will look like this. And when the hoop pops back, my knee curls down. I put my body through, and at that point is when I let go with my right hand to go into a wedgie. And, oh, I'm sorry, I should have told you, look up how to do a wedgie before watching these, because these are combo moves, and yeah, I'm not going to go over that, but I could do that in a separate tutorial if you guys want help. So that would be the ISO Pop Wedgie. The next is a knee pinch wedgie, and this is going off of a move that I think is pretty awesome even if you don't do a wedgie, which is a side Vortex step through without grabbing it with your hand and continuing. So basically I'll get that basic move down, and then we'll turn it into a wedgie. The hoop is going backwards on your right hand. When there is an open spot in front of you is when you step through with your entire body except your left leg. So that looks like this. And at the same time that you reach this point, your left knee is going to push towards your right leg with a bend in that knee. So that would look like that. And usually what I do is exaggerate it into a spin, and then I can go into something else like jumping. But for this move, we're going to do a wedgie. So you're going to step through, pinch with your knee, and we're going to end up pivoting 90, 180, whatever. I can't do math right now. However much that is to turn to the other side. And at that point, because you're kind of spinning on your right foot, you drop with your right hand, and the hoop will fall pretty much just like this into a wedgie position, and then you can continue the wedgie. So I hope that worked out for you guys. My next is a downward flip wedgie, and this is something fun I've been playing around with, as I think you saw when I first messed up, which is a regular downward escalator where it hits your neck, and you're doing it with your right hand. So your left hand is going to be placed in the middle of your back, and that might be different depending on your hoop size, but this is a 30-inch and I'm 5'2", so this is where it ends up for me. And when you do the regular downward escalator, you can just catch it. I guess my hand is kind of more near my right hip. So after you catch it, there's a couple things you can do. You can jump through. You can lift up your right leg, allow the hoop to rotate around using your hands to do that, and then go into a wedgie. or you can lift your left leg, rotate it around with your hands, and go into an escalator. So in order to do the wedgie, I guess I'll break it down slower. You do a downward escalator, look it up if you don't know how. You catch it with your right hand, with your left hand on your right hip. You lift up your right leg, and your left hand, which is still gripping the hoop, is going to rotate the hoop to your left side, at which point I usually grab it with my right hand to bring it onto my thigh as my right foot comes down. And then you just go into a wedgie. This next one is a fun combo. I call it the side Vortex Mihawk wedgie, I guess. So it looks like this. Sorry, I kind of stalled there. And so to do this, I recommend looking up a tutorial on how to do a simple back and forth continuous sliding door vertical vortex, or whatever that's called. So after you have that down, what you do is you continue until the hoop is on your right side in your right hand. And at that point, I use my right hand to maneuver the hoop onto a horizontal, or at least semi-horizontal plane. So it goes from vertical to horizontal, and in doing that, my hand is moving to the left. And at the same time, I lift and pinch the hoop in my right knee. And because of the momentum of my right hand going toward the left, you can kind of turn your body and hop with the hoop in your knee. And at that point, you can let go with your hands. You can hop for as long as you want, or you don't even have to hop at all. You could just grab the hoop, but I think it looks cool for a combo with the hop. And at that point, once it's in your knee, after you're done hopping, you grab it with both of your hands and pull it over your head. And sometimes I can just allow it to fall into place, which you can get to if you try, but to begin and get the move down, you can guide it fully, let go with your right hand, and use your left hand to set it up in the wedgie position. And the next is a flat, plain step-through wedgie. I saved the easiest for last. Some people just liked how it looked, and it's really simple. So you can transition into this from a bunch of different ways, but for this, I'll just show the basic move, where you kind of toss the hoop into the air on a vertical plane with both of your hands, and you can get the feel for that. And then eventually, you use your right leg to step through the hoop, and you can lead in with your foot, knee, and head all at the same time. So sideways, that would look like this. And as you may have just seen, after I step through, I can catch it and guide it down. But sometimes, I don't know if I can do it right now, you can just throw it and don't use your hands again. Yeah, there we go. So I hope this helped, and I have so many more wedgie combo transition ideas. I actually made an entire list, and gosh, there must be like 25 or 30. So I really like this. This is fun for me. If you guys want more, tell me, and they shall be delivered. I love you. Have a beautiful day, and good luck. Happy hooping.